What it do? What it do? Hey, boss here. And I hope y'all doing super. Hey, make sure you're hitting the like button. And also hit the sub up. It helps us with the channel. We're trying to get to 1,000 subscribers, and we need y'all help.
Yeah, Negro. That's all you had to say.
And if you are a straight shooter and want to get shout out on my next video, make sure you put that in the comments below. Let's get to the show. Welcome back to the Into the Deep End podcast. I'm your host, K-Boss here. And we are going over Anton Daniels' video called Black Girls Embarrass Themselves While Mothers Support Ratchet Behavior at Madison Prep Graduation. Now, as a black man like Anton with the grays, I got a little bit more than what he got the fuzzy wuzzy. As you can see, I'm growing the beard out, kind of shaved it off. I don't know. Anywho, let's just get into this. First and foremost, I gotta say he's incorrect on a couple factors. One, this is not an all-girls preparatory school. There is boys that are in there. I just think the section of the video that he's looking at, because there's other sections going on in there. This section is where a lot of the women of color were there. So one, he's not correct with the fact that there was additional boys in the graduation. So that is one thing I have to preface before we even start, because I don't want people to get this. It's all black women. So I want to put it out there that way. So the title may be misleading, but let's listen to what he has to say and go from there.
This, ladies and gentlemen, is the latest video going viral of all of these girls, young girls. I can't tell if it's a college graduation. I believe it's a high school graduation. Pretty sure it's a high school graduation. You can see how everything is tore up. The chairs is tore up.
Hold on a second. I kind of want to go back just a little bit.
Tell if it's a college graduation. I believe it's a high school graduation.
All right, so right here, this is a boy. So a deeper dive when you look at it, that is a boy that's sitting there. I'll try to see if I can. In edit, I'll probably do
These girls, young girls.
Hold on.
I can't tell if it's a college graduation. I believe it's a high school graduation.
See right here, there's a boy right here, there's a boy right here, and these are all boys right there.
Pretty sure it's a high school graduation. You can see how everything is tore up. The chairs is tore up. The women.
I just think this is a section of women that knew that their, guardians, mothers, whatever, family were in that section, and they just huddled in that, and they probably knew each other.
Are dancing crazy, and I don't want to play the music because obviously I don't want to issue with the video getting messed up or anything like that. Let me give it to you from a different angle so that you'll better understand exactly what's happening. It's not just the people that's in the crowd. It's also
so the video is grainy.
That's on the floor.
But this is a boy right here. And
it's also the people that's in the crowd.
That is an actual boy right here. There.
He's happy. He has his own iPhone and he's recording. The mothers, the sisters, the daughters, lots of women in the crowd. I don't even really see any men whatsoever. So it seems to be an all-girls school. And the name of the school, according to what people are sending me, is called Madison Prep. I've seen a lot of videos be sent to me of this crowd, of these people that are going crazy. And they asked me to chime in on it and give my perspective from a black man's perspective. And I'm trying to understand, what is it that you want me to say? That it fits the narrative.
So this is what part part of the research that I'm doing called um, black fatigue. And I started doing some research on it. And I'm going to start bringing out additional videos. Check out the video that I just put out. It discusses it and some of the things that is associated with this so-called fatigue of black people. And he's the one who really brought it to my attention. And we are starting to see people getting tired of things, not only just black folks that have a sheer disproportion of what they call ratchet behavior versus decorum and decency. So we have conservative folks and non-conservative folks at a disagreement in the community, right? But then, not to mention, we have the outside world looking at us like, look at those bunch of black folks, and we're all lumped into this huge conglomerate of situations where a lot of people don't want to be a part of that scenario. You know, and that's where I kind of want to make sure that we don't have the disconnect on this video.
That it's the perfect stereotype of what people are labeling black culture, that our people want to be respected amongst everybody else in the world because it's not just the United States of America. And let's be clear, Western culture is pretty ratchet. Like, it's bad. You got feminism, you got too much woke culture, we got these indoctrination camps that we call schools nowadays that validate this and think that this is cool. We always see some graduation ceremony that's horrible, but even worse is prom season. Now, prom season used to be, for black culture in particular, it used to be a space where people was kind of like celebrating your, moving into manhood and your first real big dance after homecoming when you was going to high school and stuff like that. And you just used to be fresh. And the biggest thing that you did was probably ask for your cousins, your brothers, your fathers, or your uncle's car or your homeboy's car because you wanted to stunt on them. Now, it looks like the biggest ratchet fest that I've ever seen in my entire life. And black people want me to be quiet about this. They want us, those of us that are speaking out with voices that don't agree because, diversity, equity, and inclusion. And the inclusion part does not include people that disagree with you about black culture, or if you're conservative, or if you're Republican. It only includes people that agree with you. Now, you can be an agreeable person if you are white. You can be an agreeable person if you are gay, but you cannot be an agreeable person if you are black that disagree or you stand on a different completely side than the people that are promoting this nonsense.
So this is the point I'm really trying to get to the to be the conversation, is that we're at an impasse. We have two sides looking at it. We have the conservative side, and we'll just use Republicans, right? Those who are more conservative to have less of those kind of, uh, as he would say, ratchet behavior, versus the side that saying, hey, they're just releasing steam. They feel good about themselves. They want to initiate, this emotional scenario and release negative energy or energy at that point. And that's what I'm trying to look at this objectively. Now, I understand the title says black girls embarrass themselves while mothers support ratchet behavior at Madison Prep Graduation. But who's really responsible for this and allowing this scenario to happen? Is it the black girls or is it the school? Because there's black boys in there. Let's not get that twisted. Go and check it out. I'll probably link some below. But if you really want to get a part of it, right? And then now this goes on the internet. As you can see, I have it in the background. I have it up there on the big screen because I have it. I watch it in different scenarios. I wear glasses when I can't see up close, or the writing part. But I watch mostly everything on the big. And as I'm looking at this real time, or not real time, but as I replay it back, I'm looking at it like, how, when in history have you ever seen this happen? Where you have a well to do preparatory school that looks minority black, that allows this type of stuff to happen. Because I have never seen this at a graduation, and I've been to tons of them within the last 30 years, and even my own graduation, this didn't happen. I just don't see other graduations of this magnitude, of this time period, happen. Like, if we saw a bunch of other race children playing, let's say, screamo death metal and having a mosh pit happen, would we look at this the same? That's my question. Would we look at it the same? Or would we be like, oh, that's just kids having fun? Right? We don't get that opportunity. And I think that's what Anton is trying to get at. Now, does he blame the women? I don't know. Maybe.
Our destruction, and yes, it is destruction, but it is horrible and it's bad, and they are promoting it even more, and we celebrating it, but we still want the respect of the world. That's weird, isn't it? I think that it's crazy personally. However, the people in the culture is saying that, or they will call me out of my name, and you know the names that they'll call me. I mean, I will tell you that black people treat black people that disagree with black people worse than white people.
Yeah,
You don't really get it. You don't understand. Let me say that again for the people in the back. Black people treat black people that disagree with black people worse than white people. 100%. We get called out of our names. It doesn't matter if we're married to a black woman. Does not matter if you're educated. Doesn't matter how much you give back to your community. Doesn't even matter if you're in the blackest city, one of the blackest city per capita in the United States of the world, in Detroit, which I'm not here right now. I'm actually in a hotel room. That's neither here nor there. But my point is we don't necessarily respect each other. Even if you are black and you have a difference of opinion, nobody is open-minded to it. And I will also tell you that there are a ton of us. Some of us choose not to speak up because they don't want no problems.
Now, that's where I want to have a conversation. And I would like for you to put it in the comments here, especially. Do you agree with Mr. Daniels, or do you not agree? Do you think it's just uh, kids just having a good time before they become adults? Or is it, like he puts it, ratchet behavior? Me, I don't have an opinion on it because I don't have a kid doing it. Now, do I look at children differently? Nah, it is what it is, right? All I can say is this, and I'm going to put it just like the common sense way. Would you want to be labeled based off of this situation? If you were conservative, if you were the type of person that didn't profess to seeing the point of this, especially now, if this was his high school dance, I get it, but this is a graduation. Not to mention, this was put on the internet for the everybody else to see, and it kind of gets to the point where we're getting all this negativity because of the way it looks. Tell me what you think. Put it in the comments. This is K Boss, and I'm out.